Hello traders, it's Footy Trader from myfootballtrading.com, and in this video I want to talk a little bit about the basics of trading and potential ways of treating the match odds market in play and where the money is coming from. If you are an advanced trader, this video will probably not provide any value, but there are many beginners who watch my videos and who contact me, who only start their trading adventure. And here I wanted to demonstrate just how you can treat the match odds market and what I tend to do in play. As it's really the essence of trading. I not just let my trades run, I manage them in play. So what you can see here, you have, can I make it bigger perhaps? Yeah, maybe even more bigger, 150. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so what you can see here, this is basically the match odds market, put into an Excel spreadsheet. I have the commission here 3%, and the calculations are being done automatically. So I'll show you a couple of scenarios or on what's happening when you enter the market and what's happening in play and what you can do in play and what I do in play very often to manage my position. Okay, so the odds that you can see, they are actually taken from today's game in Serie A, Lecce against Fiorentina. I'm not sure if those odds are still valid, as I took them from the betting exchange a couple of hours ago, so they may not be accurate anymore, but the idea is the same. The away team, which is Fiorentina, are the favorites. The home team, 3.9. This is Lecce to win, and we have the draw. So if you follow my journey, you know that I leave the draw. I never enter the market going for or against the draw. I either back a team or lay a team. So in this case, and again, this is just an example, if I'm saying back Fiorentina or lay Fiorentina, I mean, don't do that. This game is not even on my watch list, so it's not a trade recommendation. I'm just using the odds as an example, just to be clear. So 2.20, and let's say that my market entry point would be to back Fiorentina. And again, you would say, okay, so you back Fiorentina, so you think they will win. I don't think they will win. I don't know, because, I don't even know what will happen. I would enter the market if I wouldn't agree with the probability. So I would back Fiorentina at 2.20 if I thought that the probability of them winning the game is higher than 2.20 would reflect. So in other words, if I was expecting the odds to be lower, so for me, let's say in reality, the odds for Fiorentina should be 1.7. So the probability of them winning the game should be higher, but they are 2.20. Okay, I am backing them at 2.20, yeah, because I see value there. Again, I'm not saying back Fiorentina. So here's an example. So let's say I go at 30. It's my stake. And obviously, you can see that my gross profit would be 36 if Fiorentina wins. Okay, if Fiorentina wins and I let the trade run until the end, which I rarely do. But that's 36. Here's net, doesn't really matter. And of course, I will lose my stake if I don't do anything and the game ends in a draw or in a home win. Now, let's imagine a scenario, and this is what I want to present really, is that Fiorentina takes the lead, yeah, and it is 1-0. And what happens in the market? So what happens is that obviously these odds drop. Yeah, they drop quite significantly. How significantly? Oh, of course, depending on when we are in the game. If we are in the last minute, that would drop to, I don't know, 1.1. If we are still in the first half, that would probably drop to around 1.6, 1.5 probably more. So let's say we are at the point of the game that those odds drop to 1.45 or 1.5. Let's take 1.5. So the lay odds that the market is offering at the moment is 1.5. And here is your first decision, really. You can do what I like to do, and that is to remove the risk from the market. And I always recommend, removing the risk first, and then as a second step, try to maximize your profits. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So if I wanted to clear the risk, it's simple. I would lay for 30. Because I'm laying at the better price, I'm not laying at, at this point I would lay at 2.22. But if I lay at 1.5 at 30, it will mean that my red is cleared on the draw and on the home, and still some profit is left on the away win. You can see here, right? I have 21 gross profit on the away win and zeros. So I have a free trade, yeah? It's a free trade. I can do something else, what other people like to do, and it is that you may want to split this profit into all three outcomes, right? Not to have it equal. Of course, if you take 20 and you want to split it even, then, each of those will get a part of it. So for that reason, you would need to increase your lay stake. So for example, if you go 40, then you have 15, 970, 970. If you go 45, then you have 44. How much is it? Yeah, 44. Then you have 13.58. Yeah, perfect. So it's 13.58, and many people, including myself, would often close the trade here, yeah, and say, well, that's it, let's go to the next one, 13.58, super, yeah. But you can treat it differently, and let's say what may potentially happen. And of course, I will not cover all the possible scenarios in a football game here, but I hope you will get the idea. So let's say you have this position, okay? Fiorentina took the lead, you traded out. So Fiorentina is leading 1-0, and this is your position, you're happy, yeah? You have a profit. But now, depending on what's happening, let's say that Fiorentina is all over Lecce. They are pushing, they are having a significant advantage. And what happens is that Lecce scores a goal out of nowhere, or there is a penalty, crazy stuff. And it's 1-1. So it is 1-1, and okay, it doesn't change your position, you're still happy, yeah? You're saying, yeah, 13.58, perfect, I don't care whether it's a draw or not. However, you can look at it from a certain perspective. Okay, so those odds will rise again, right? If it's 1-1, it's no longer 1.5. But what will happen is definitely, but we'll leave it here as an evidence that we made this lay bet. But what will happen is that the draw odds will change. Yeah, at the start of the game they were 330. So let's say it's 1-1 and it's 60th minute, 65th minute, or 70th minute. And let's say that, I don't know, let's say the price for the draw is 2, is even money. Yeah, so it's, with Fiorentina pushing, it would be probably late in the game, around 70, 75th minute, maybe 70 minutes, yeah, something like that. And what you can do here, and if you see that a goal is very likely, yeah, that you may still, without risking anything, you can try to boost the profit. And if you lay the draw, let's say, yeah, and 14 was, let's say at 14, you will end up in this position where, okay, you have 0-0 if it stays 1-1, but if any team takes the lead, you will have more profit. So you will not be looking at 13, you will double it. Yeah, you will double it, 27. If you were, yeah, I mean, everyone probably expects it's Fiorentina to win, but laying Lecce would be, the price would be pretty high, yeah, for Lecce to win. So I don't think that would be valuable to lay them and just gain 3 or 4 quid more just to get rid of this whole profit on the Lecce win. So here as an example, yeah, if you lay the draw again, then you can change this position. So these decisions, you know, it's worth having always at the back of your head, right? And really considering the options. Watching the game, I do recommend watching the game, because, and then depending on what's happening, making your decisions. Yeah. So that's one potential scenario that what may happen in a football game. But let's see the other way around. Let's say that what can we do? Okay, it will probably be, I mean, it will be very similar. If I laid Fiorentina at 2.22, let's say I would go for 20, now 25. Yeah, 25. Of course, my potential winning, my profit is 25 net. Okay, my liability is minus 30.5. The situation here is very similar, right? If Lecce scores, then those odds 2.22 will go up. These odds will go down, and then you know, you can very easily even back Fiorentina. Let's say it went up to 4. Yeah, you can very easily take 10 quid or 10.5 to be exact. Yeah, and then you will clear your red and have profit. And again, if there is a draw, you can then lay the draw and move the profit from the draw to the home and away win. So a very similar situation. Now, what if there is one other scenario that I want to cover, and what if I back Fiorentina at 30 again, so this is my position, and the market goes against me very quickly, and it's Lecce who takes the lead. So I'm not in a good position. Those odds 2.20 go up. And in this case, what I do is, if the goal is scored very quickly in the game, I let the trade run, wait how the situation develops. But when it's 2-0, then then, and if if Fiorentina is responding in any way on the pitch, and they are not, the players are doing something, then you have a potential to have a very cheap lay. So then the home team odds, so let's say it's 2-0, the odds drop definitely below even money, and let's say it's 1.5, again 1.6, let's take 1.5, depending again on when that happens. If you do 30, what you do is, okay, you increase the liability on the home win, right? Because you are going against the win 2 times, right? By backing Fiorentina, you went against the home win, and here you are doing it again. But here you are doing it very cheaply, and you can clear your risk on the draw very easily. And if Fiorentina scores, then of course it's a good position. If what you did by that is you have added profits to Fiorentina win. So if there's a comeback, then again you have a very nice green on Fiorentina. So let's say if it's 2-0 and it's 2-2, then you can, depending again on the moment of the match, you can try to lay some of the profits from the away win, just to reduce this red here on the home win. But if it's 2-3, then you definitely lay the 64, and it will be a very good lay. You will end up in a profit. Yeah. So again, my point is that there is a huge number of scenarios. Many things can happen. I can't tell you what to do in every situation, because every football game is different. What I can say is definitely watch the game and see what's happening, then make your decisions based on that. Firstly, remove the risk, and then try to maximize the profits. But the point of this video is to bring your attention to the fact that you can always go deeper, right? Let's say, and there were games like that very recently. Let's say you have the goals flying in, and you have 1-0, 1-1, 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. You have the number of opportunities to lay the draw, lay the away team, lay the draw, lay the away team, lay the draw, lay the away team, and you build up your overall profit. I still, it's something that I still have to, I'll be honest, it's still something that I have to master. Yeah. I sometimes make bad decisions in play. Let's say yesterday, for example, there was that opportunity to lay at 1.1. Yeah. Look how cheap of a lay it is. You are, if you want to add, so you can add 100 to your position, to two of the results, as at the price of 10. Yeah. So you add to your liability 10, right, from 30 to 40, but you add 100 to your profits. So good opportunity. Yeah. And yesterday that would have worked, right? Wolves pulled 2 goals back, and then yeah, I mean they made it 3-3 in the end, but later it ended 3-4. Anyway, I hope that video made some sense. Again, I don't just enter the market and leave it and go away. I always consider my positions. I always try to remove this red here if there is an opportunity. because it's always better to avoid the losses. But yeah, definitely if you back a team, that team scores, it's not necessarily at the end of the trade. You can play around with the green that you have in the market and then maximize your profits. Okay, so with that, I hope you liked this video. In case of any questions, feel free to reach out to me via email, via the comments section below, or just via Twitter. I appreciate you guys. Once again, all the best for the weekend. May it be another green weekend, and I will be again sharing my results, and I'll be sharing my adventure with you. With that, bye bye, Footy Trader here. Cheers.